Give it to me like.
Weekly analysis breakdown: Nasdaq 100, Dow Jones, SPX 500, and Russell 2000. Join GrantFX Daily now on Telegram and subscribe to YouTube channel.
Welcome to the GrantFX Daily channel. I'm gonna give my outlook for the week ahead. Basically, today is Tuesday. I'm a bit late with my video, but basically I'm gonna give my outlook for the S&P, Nasdaq 100, and US 30. I'm gonna give my outlook for the week ahead. Basically, this is sponsored by Trading Central via Think Markets. My recommended broker is Think Markets. Think Markets is a regulated broker in South Africa and from South Africa. So today I'm going to analyze the S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, and US 30. And I do focus on Russell 2000 as well, small caps index, but I do analyze that on separate videos. So basically, I have the S&P 500 on the 4-hour time frame, so we're going to analyze it. It's past market open. Stock market open. So the stock market changed by its daylight time. So basically it opened around 3:30 South African time. Now it opens 2:30 South African time. So it's like an hour back, like 1 hour back. So basically we can see that I have my moving averages here. This is the 4-hour time frame on the S&P 500. Trading Central preference says rise. So we are above our first line of support, which is our pivot line. So the pivot for the S&P 500 is at 3,770 points. As you can see, this yellow line is my moving averages. I do use from the 8 period to the 14-day period moving averages, and I use that all together, and you can see it plays well with the chart. So sometimes if it breaks below the moving average, it retested that, we can maybe see for a sell. You analyze it properly. Maybe it breaks above that lines on the higher time frames, you can go in with a buy and analyze it properly to get into an entry with these moving averages. So we can see that the stock market opened already. I wanted to analyze the market around this morning, but basically I was caught up with load shedding. We have load shedding in South Africa, so didn't have some nice time there. But basically we can see that I analyzed around here by this candlestick, but it cut off a bit. But you can see the market is dropping now, so I think maybe we can have support by our moving averages right here for slight support, and when it bounce back up. But basically we are above our first pivot, so anything above our pivots we're looking to buy. So basically it's up to you to analyze it and see where you can get an entry into the market. But basically this is my outlook for the S&P. I do see it rising to our first resistance line, which is our take profit line, when it's above a pivot. So basically the first resistance line, which is at 3,856 points. So our first line is our resistance line, and my second take profit level will be at resistance 2. So our second line of resistance is preferred target. A trader might close half of the positions at that level. So basically the second take profit level will be roughly at 3,894 points. This is on the 4-hour time frame. So let me just give my outlook right here, so we can see that on the 4-hour time frame we still have room to go up for the S&P 500. I do use the Stoch indicator. So whenever the Stoch is above our 50% level or below our 50% level, we can look for buys above it, and below it we look for sells. So basically it's similar to the RSI. Our 50% level is a support and resistance level. So basically on the RSI is a bit different, because when it's above the 50% level on the RSI, that's the opportunity where you look for buys, and basically below the 50% level on any time frame you're going to look for sells, and you're going to analyze it for sells. So basically I do use the Stoch indicator. My period is 80.33. We can see that we still have room to go up from the 4-hour time frame. There is still a nice momentum to go for the upside. Maybe you can see nice support here from our moving averages here. We are broken above a resistance, which is at that level where I plotted my yellow horizontal line now. So maybe you can find slight support here. So we can see that it's dropping, the market is dropping, because we do have elections this week as well, Congress elections. Investors are waiting for that to pop out today, and we do have CPI releasing on Thursday as well, for the inflation gates for the Federal Reserve. Basically the Fed rose interest rates by 75 basis points I think last week. So yeah, maybe by December we can maybe see that the Fed will deliver a 50 basis point rate hike in December's month. So that's what the traders are betting on. So basically we can see we're having slight rejection here on the market. So basically we can have support by this horizontal line here, and maybe markets can just pop up back. Let me just put an object in here, line. So maybe from this level we can maybe go up. Yes. So we're just waiting on some news from the Congress elections, but markets are just looking for some foot support. Maybe not, maybe, but I do see a trend broken on the 4-hour time frame. Just do like this. Maybe we can see that this trend is slightly broken in a sense, so we can maybe test our pivot line again, or we can just test my horizontal line I just plotted right here. So yeah, that's the outlook for the S&P 500. So let me just give my outlook here. So I'm just going to take this indicator, delete it. So yeah, the S&P bullish behaves above our pivot level, which is at 3,770 points. Long positions above that level. So yeah, the alternative scenario is below that level of 3,770. We look for further downside with your with targets our support level 2 and our support level 3. So basically the RSI has just landed on its neutrality area at 50%, like I spoke now earlier, and it's turning up. So basically the RSI is above the 50% area where markets can be around neutral, but we are looking for buys when the RSI reaches a certain level, which if it's 50% above 50%, we're looking for buys within any instrument. So yeah, the RSI has just landed on its neutrality area at 50% and it's turning up there. So we can expect buys on the S&P 500 for further upside. So let's analyze the Nasdaq 100. So I'm going to analyze the Nasdaq 100 now. So this is the daily time frame. We can see that we are not above a pivot yet on the daily time frame, so we still got a long way to go. I did a video last week where I said that are we out of a bear market or not. So basically we are not yet out of a bear market. We are still slightly in our bear market territory. I will do an analysis at the end of the video just to show you that we are still in a bear market. So we are not in a bull market yet. So basically we are above my on the daily time frame, we are above my my moving averages right here. You can see, like I said, from the 8 to the 14-day period moving averages. So we can see here we may be doing a slight retest to go down on the Nasdaq. Just add an arrow here. So maybe we can do something like that back to our support, first level of support, which is at 10,450 points on the Nasdaq. So we can maybe do a slight retest to that trend lines, or if we break above it and access support, we can head out to our pivot level on Nasdaq, which is at 11,670. But this is the daily time frame, so I'm going to head over to the intraday trading on the 4-hour time frame, and I'm going to take a look at the stocks indicator. I think I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it. So maybe it's above our 50% level on the stocks indicator. But as you can see, that the markets are moving similar to the S&P 500, which I just analyzed now. So I'm just gonna take this arrow out here. So yeah, I just analyzed it now on the S&P 500. It's all similar patterns are showing the same here. We can maybe expect support by the moving averages right here and pop up. But the market's moving very slow, and yeah, we're just waiting for the results to come out for the elections. But I do see maybe an upward movement there, or we can maybe just fall down because like I said in the S&P 500 analysis, I do see a trend that's broken. The uptrend on the daily time frame. Some markets, some instruments, like I think US30 or NAS 100, it's a bit overboard, as I can say. The market's a bit overboard, not too overboard, but there's still upward momentum. But we can see maybe some upside after the results. There was no serious economic news that came out before whatever is coming out now today. But I'll take a look on Forex Factory. But basically this is my same analysis. Maybe you can expect some support here. We did break above a resistance level, so now the access support right here. So maybe we can expect maybe some choppy movements within the market until the results comes out for the election. and then we can maybe just head up to the upside. But yeah, we've been for this whole year, markets have been going down. The bear market can't last longer than a year, or basically roughly around, I don't know how many days is in a year, basically 300 or something. But yeah, a bear market won't last a full year. It won't last a full year. But we do have the best days within the year. November and December month is the best times to trade the markets. Basically in between from September to October, that's not bad. That month is bad for the markets. So yeah, maybe this is my outlook. I do see markets maybe rising, having nice support by this moving average, but like I said, I do see a trend that's slightly broken for some downside, but we are above a pivot level, which is at 10,850 points on Nasdaq 100. So our level for our first resistance level, and that's our first take profit level, and that will be around 11,190 points. So that's my outlook for Nasdaq 100. Let's see what the comment says via Trading Central. So yeah, bullish behaves above 10,850 points. The comment there, the RSI has just landed as well on its neutrality area at 50%, and it's turning up. So yeah, basically the same as the S&P 500 there. The Nasdaq 100 is also above the 50% level on the RSI. So we are expecting buys further on there. So we can see maybe markets are rising, but it's above that level, so we can expect maybe some choppy trading before the market can move further to the upside. Yeah, this is my outlook for the Nasdaq 100 index. So basically now I'm gonna move over to the S&P 500, not the S&P, to US 30. So before I move over to US 30, I'm just gonna check out the news. So I am on investing.com. So they say Wall Street opens higher as voting in midterm election begins. So the stock market opened actually a bit higher, yes, but now it's dropping a bit. So basically, our US stock indexes were set to open higher on Tuesday as voting began in the crucial midterm election that will determine control of Congress, with investors hoping for a political gridlock that could prevent radical policy changes. All 435 House of Representatives seats and 35 Senate seats are on the ballot. Non-partisan forecasters and opinion polls suggested that a strong chance of Republicans winning a House majority and a tight race for Senate control. Investors too are expecting a similar outcome as control. Even one chamber of Congress by Republicans would put a check to President Joe Biden's legislative push for more businesses regulations and help demand spending cuts to curb inflation. Yeah, so shares in healthcare, energy and defense stocks could see more volatility in the wake of this election. The market views Republican gains as positive for business at this point. So yeah, a Republican victory is seen as removing either current regulations like in the energy sector or potential future regulations like in the pharmaceutical sector. So let's see. Investors are also waiting a key inflation reading due on Thursday, which is expected to show easing in consumer prices and provide further clues on whether the Federal Reserve could shift to a smaller interest rate hike, which we are expecting like a 50 basis point. So traders are currently divided about whether the Fed will raise rate by 50 basis points or another 75 basis points at the central bank's December meeting. So any form of gridlock over the next couple of years will probably make it very difficult for any corporate tax hikes to be approved, which combined with bets of a slower rate path henceforth may allow for some more buying of stocks. Yeah, so all the three major indexes have rallied for the last 2 days since Monday, but have sold off sharply this year, with the tech and heavy Nasdaq down almost 33% for the year due to worries that aggressive monetary policy tightening could cripple the economy into a recession. Yeah, so we do have earnings as well, still in place among companies reporting results for the fourth quarter. Intersector Software Inc. plunged 16.6% in pre-market after a video game publisher lowered its annual sales outlook. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, that's all basically So let's head over to the forex factor to see the economic calendar for the week ahead. So we do have all day election day. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so tomorrow we do have a quiet day for the economic calendar for Wednesday. Basically, there we're gonna have a lot of price action within the market, so there's no any high active news or low active news or mid active news coming out for the economic calendar for Wednesday, so nothing coming out. Basically for Tuesday we are expecting the core CPI releasing for the inflation gauge there, so we do expect a reading of 7.9% for the forecast, and for the core CPI we are expecting a 0.5% forecast. And we do have unemployment claims releasing as well. We are forecasting for the unemployment claims 220,000 jobs created. So yeah, and we do have USD as well here. FOMC member Mr. and George speak. Yeah, so basically Friday we do have premium consumer sentiment, which is a hot thing as well for Friday. So yeah, and we do have a bank holiday for the USD as well, so maybe markets are closing earlier on Friday, as I do see here that we do have a bank holiday for the USD. So yeah, let's analyze US 30. Basically I did analyze S&P and Nasdaq now, so I'm going to head over to the US 30. So I am on the 4-hour time frame on US 30 as a trading central preference says a rise. So yeah, we are coming to a crucial point on the US 30, which are a resistance level. So we can see that we broke slightly above a pivot level on US 30 at 32,560 points. As I said, our pivot is our first line of support. Anything above or below that level, we look to sell, and above that level we look to buy. As you can see that US 30 have risen slightly nice and a nice trend. Basically we can see that maybe this trend is slightly saved or not, but we are breaking out of a bull trend right there. We're still in the bear market, so we can expect slight sales as well, because we're still in a full on bear market. But we can maybe see that we are coming to a resistance line on US 30, which is at 33,010 points, 33,010 points, which is a crucial resistance line. So anything above that line we can expect more buys within to the market. So even new candle, 4-hour candle does open below that resistance line, we can expect support by this moving averages right here, my moving averages, or we can just expect a turnaround to the pivot level for support again. But we are at a crucial resistance level on US 30, so anything above that level we are looking to buy for further upside, with our resistance, our second line of resistance, which is at 33,270 points on US 30. But I see that US 30 have risen nicely and sharply, but I do see a slight trend that's broken as well on US 30. But with that slight broken uptrend, we can expect to go more higher, and before we test that trend line that's broken for the retest, we can maybe expect this market to go slightly higher, maybe to a resistance 2 or resistance 3 level. Because if I draw my trend line like this, you can see that we still have a lot of upside to go. We can even break above our first resistance level, and we can even go higher, about say to our secondary line of resistance, which is at 33,270, and our third target, which is at 33,540 points on US 30. So yeah, basically I can see US 30 rising as well. As you can see, we are coming to a crucial point on a daily time frame. Our main resistance level there is at 33,300 points. So if the market comes to that resistance level, we can see we're pushing down into further downside, and then we can reach our pivot level. But I think the market can rise until Thursday. As I said there, tomorrow we don't have any major economic news coming out for the USD. It's a quiet day. Basically there's a lot of price action happening that day, tomorrow. So basically markets can rise for the third consecutive day, and when the CPI releases, we can maybe see a slight push down from our first resistance level on US 30. So we're probably waiting for the main thing to come out, and that is the CPI on the economic calendar. So that is my outlook for the US 30 index. So I'm just gonna give my comment here from Trading Central. So yeah, bullish behaves above a pivot level, which is at 31,530 points. So the comment there, the RSI shows upside momentum. So basically this was updated on the 4th of the 11th month 2022. So yeah, that is my outlook. That they say the RSI shows upside momentum for the US 30, so we can maybe reach our first resistance line, which is at 33,300 points. So like I said, when maybe the CPI releases and we reach that level of resistance, markets can maybe hit into a lower level for our support to a pivot line. Yeah, so that's my outlook for the markets for this week ahead. Please do subscribe to my channel and do like this video, and yeah, thanks.